sure that gets live, and then once we got confirmation that we are actually live and stuff, you can sit down now. You're good, bud. Yeah, it says we're good. Give it a second. Just give it 1 second.
Alright.
It's one of those times where we're live, but we're not. Enough time hasn't progressed for the stream to go.
Yeah. So yeah, boots and pants.
Can you open the Mozilla Firefox tab on the right?
I was debating like maybe.
You know for a fact there's a moment where Bass was like,
And then I go ahead and put on the D&D.
how much gold for a drawing that had?
There we go. I don't know what happened, but we're good now. Where we left off?
We went to the
Going
war
to the
chamber.
war
Yeah,
room,
yeah.
and I'm in boots and pants, and we
Boots and
discussed
pants.
that Tamlin is also getting more comfortable with himself.
Yeah. So we make our way to the war room. It's not too off. It's just off the court wizard room and all of that jazz in Raph's office. There's a map in the middle of known Pangaea, some of the expansions outward that you guys have done. And as the court wizard has made it aware to you, this is got anti-divination magic work on it so that it shouldn't be scryed on in here.
Alright, well, gentlemen, as you two may know, when I slumber, I do not dream. It's actually hard for people with magic to target someone's sleep to affect me. And I had a terrible vision during my slumber last. One of the world tree burning, and of a creature with sickly long arms threatening us for the sins we've committed as a party. I have no leads as to what this is, but I assure you the feelings I felt were real and grave. It was something I've never experienced before, but I imagine it was similar to the time Malin first made an appearance to you in your slumber,
Right.
Mac.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I had to guess, it was probably Malin.
No, Malin wouldn't be able to target me with that the spell he used on you.
Or the Praetorian.
Everything's gotten stronger.
Everything's getting stronger.
We've seen the Praetorian bend reality. He could probably do that.
The
Oh,
Praetorian
see, I don't know if you were, because you know how all the Eternals have like a job?
Mm-hmm.
His is the font of Arcanum.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not.
They not only, his job afterwards was creating vaults. That's what they basically were responsible for. All of the vaults were his family's doings. So he knows where all of them were. He's the reason why all of them started opening up and people started getting shit. But their job prior to that, he was essentially the living font of Arcanum in the world.
Oh.
So he's, yeah.
He's a scary boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Very
He
scary
is a mix
boy.
between a bug and an earth elemental is the best way to kind of talk about it. He's got
That's so sick.
shit and armor throughout. He's kind of got like those robot legs where it's just like multiple toes off in every direction.
Mm-hmm.
As is his hand is like 3 fingers, but like this way, and this way. And he's got that kind of like arbiter kind of mouth. Oh, Master Chief, blah, 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 blah. And sort of his head kind of grows into like a natural crown as well.
Would I be able to roll insight to see if that figure that I saw in my vision matches the description of?
I will just tell you it does not.
Okay, it does not.
Well, he was big and bulky. This was long and gaunt and stretched and horrible. Go ahead and roll an insight on it, though, to ascertain maybe a few other things.
It's a 19, so 30.
At this state, it's actually impossible to tell. Is this thing what you saw, or was it just something utilizing the landscape to terrify you?
Perhaps it was something that was utilizing the landscape to spook me.
Oh, it's not anything like what I said.
It's completely different.
Do we have
A
any?
shapeshifter most likely.
I don't know about that, but he says he's coming,
Mm-hmm.
and the World Tree is on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I think our lead is in Therowen, then.
It's a good call.
Yeah.
Is it possibly an aberration?
It is possibly. I mean,
Par for the course.
par for the course with how many that we've run into. You know all about Crate, though. You've read
Check
the
off
reports.
the list.
I've read many of the reports. I also know of the asset.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh your god, I've been there.
You,
when
you're my
visited.
man. You're
Yeah.
my man.
I imagine you visited him in your time off, and he would have been there for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I would. Yeah. Ismoth is awesome on boy now.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that meaning that Basco and Ismoth actually became close friends.
That's nice. There's probably a lot that you've talked about with the whole like drow now being like, hey, they've enslaved my peeps.
Mm-hmm.
But he also kind of despises his own people, as he was ejected from them for being not evil, essentially.
Different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This guy doesn't want to eradicate all human life that isn't us. Get this liberal hippie out of here.
Let's
Fuck
hang
out of
him.
here, Gary. No one wants to fuck that mammoth.
Let's hang him before we come to our senses.
Oh man. Yes. It very well could be an aberration, and if it is one, I would very much like to snuff it out. But no, Therowen is a very good place to start. Maybe I can commune with the spirits inside the Evertree and see if they know something about it.
It's worth a shot. You would think something threatening the tree itself, it'd probably get some sort of hint.
Some sort of feedback, some sort of warning.
Raph looks to you. But he told you to warn everyone. Yes?
Yes.
Oh, everyone.
Well, everyone in here.
Well, I assumed he was referring to the party, because he was very specific about the sins of myself and the sins of my party.
We should probably get Crench down here as well.
Well,
Great, Phil. Just out of curiosity, he might have been referring to my current party of my personal guards. You guys aren't getting into any shit, are you?
no,
Alright.
I've done
You've
Pretty
done
much.
very diligent work from what I've seen.
precisely. As a war man, my thoughts are these. That is your most desired. That is your home. That is your legacy. That is the font of your druidic magic. That is important to you. The memories of your forefathers live there. While it is a goal of theirs, and they've announced that they've wished to burn the Evertree, it might be more than simply that. It might simply be what nags you the most. It might have just been an image to haunt you.
My biggest fear.
Counterintelligence. Attack your morale. If you believe they're showing you images of a future, or that a monster comes from your tree, turning the thing you love into something you hate and fear. But you're right, we should investigate. There's a lot.
That would be something Malin would do.
He is a piece of shit, yes.
Oh, see, really quick. What happened to Clayton?
Unresolved.
Resolved? Okay.
Unresolved.
Unresolved.
Unresolved?
Yes.
Okay.
Enunciate. He thought you said resolved.
I know Clayton has been gathering a lot of information on us. Is that a potential candidate? He knew where and how to attack us when he last did.
Think we should pay him a visit?
It'd be hard to find him. It's not so much us paying him a visit.
Raph looks, do we have time? Or do you think this is a pressing matter?
Can I roll insight on myself?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, just to see
Give a self-insight check.
myself insight. It's a 5, so 16.
It's not on fire now.
It's not on fire now.
I mean, everyone knows of the giant army that he's gathered, but it really hasn't moved in some time. It kind of seems staged in some place. So that's fine. That's not coming to burn the Evertree. If it was, you'd know about it. There's no reports of anything underneath you, as the, Drow have been doing their work, and you guys have been doing your own works in the roots of the Evertree. There's nothing attack-wise imminent there, necessarily. It might be just sort of an announcing of like, we're coming for you. This is something that we will promise we will do eventually. But it's tough to say. It doesn't appear to be. Not tomorrow. Maybe next week. But it doesn't seem like tomorrow.
Maybe it would be best to stay at Castle Backstreet for the moment. We do have tons of people at Therowen that will notify us, and we can just snap back to Therowen in a second.
Roll is never more than to teleport away.
Yes.
We will be having a feast. It's been so long since Basker's here. Korvac will be
I do miss Big Mama's cooking.
Sorry, Cringe will be making his way down.
Slip of the tongue.
I will go grab him now. It seems that he's sort of better suited for these sort of discussions.
That's a good idea. Even though we do have Kraethel now, I'm sure you guys will hit it off. You've read the reports on Cringe, right, Kraethel?
Everyone here is a member of the Cringe Foundation, correct?
Yes, everybody here is. Well, Raph's not, but he knows about Cringe.
Okay, well, yes, I know about Cringe. I just wish to be safe with that
Wait,
knowledge.
stop! You're a member of the Cringe Foundation, yes? They inducted you?
I gotta
That was
teleport
close,
in.
Kraethel.
Yeah.
I almost had to kill you and your family.
Good luck. I've seen you fight, Master.
Poison. I have poison resistance!
We're designed to kill you if we need to.
Whoa!
They'll just clone you.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that was Theron who put you guys
we
in
went on
charge
so
of me.
many fun adventures. Remember when we went to go see that pit kid in the Ninth Layer of Hell?
Remember when you were like, I really wanted to know how to go a Baylor, so we kind of went into hell so you could find one?
Yeah, we did it. It was crazy, and I
You
almost
lost
died.
so many men. Oh, that's who Ember and them were. Those were the men that died on that mission.
Only 3, and I'm currently saving up enough gold to bring him back.
Oh, God. Good news, guys. If we die, I'll bring you back.
As long as
We'll
not too
send
many
more
of you.
men down in there to get those men out of there.
It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
I do have 3 dead soldiers, and I do need 3 25,000 gold diamonds to bring them back. They did die on my trip to see what a Baylor looks like.
Yes. 3 more goblins, please.
The currency is there.
Is this what we're doing now? Okay, sweet. You know, the king, your kingdom pretty much pays for everything, right? No, you gotta understand it.
Hey, stop. Do you have any idea? You're in tune with the Evertree, aren't you?
I am. I don't know anything really.
No.
That's philosophy right there. I don't know anything really.
Oh, amen to that, brother. Amen
Forget
to
everything
that.
you know.
Multiple times I have, yes.
So,
I mean,
so you didn't get a vision then for sure.
you, with your club, could attempt to commune with the Evertree
Yeah.
to discuss things with it if that's what you wished, but you have gotten no such image, and you are the champion of the Evertree.
Yeah.
You got no such warning that they want to get the leeches off. They want to get those portals that have been sucking energy off, and you guys have been making sure work of that. And then, of course, chopping the head off the snake would help in that department. But from what you gather right now, you haven't gotten any warning of this.
So, the Evertree hasn't told me anything. I haven't gotten any visions of trouble to the Evertree. So, I could try to communicate with it if that's what you guys.
I mean, I think it would be worth a move.
Yeah, definitely worth a while.
Korvac, any visions?
No.
Alright. Well, I guess then you gotta try to talk to us, right?
Absolutely. You go outside because you can't do it currently where you're at.
Yeah.
Because it's all stonework. But you make your way outside into the underneath the apple tree.
Mm-hmm.
You put the handle part of your club into the ground, and you kind of like hold on to it, and you do cast commune. You have commune, right?
It's a 5th level spell.
Yeah, commune with nature.
Yes, sir. That's what you need. Oh my god, I forget. What's the name of your dad?
Bergamy?
No, your other dad. Your real dad.
I actually wrote it down myself.
I have it written down here too somewhere.
I really like Philip Edward Thomas.
Thank you.
Do you want to organize a play date between him and Cinnamon?
Cinnamon Fennel, other hunter animals that hunt rats.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sure. What's the worst that can happen?
They're awake and they don't like eating. Oh, shit.
Ramir? Ramirez Starion?
Yes.
It's like one of my names I don't have underlined. I have to have those. All names must be underlined. It's right under my. It's funny how Ramirez is right underneath all the people I need to know from the fingers. It's like that's not the right location.
I think
man.
I think it's just because we talked about him around that time, and then you realized you didn't have it written down, so you're just like, yeah, I might as well just write that down. Yep. So the perfect likeness of Ramirez Starion appears in front of you. His father, but it's not his father. It's the Evertree using his visage as a form of communication to you.
Mm-hmm.
Apparates in front of you. You have some concerns with
Yeah.
what can we do for you?
Basco has warned the traveling
He
party
looks towards him. You can't see him,
Yeah.
but
that he's gotten visions of harm coming towards the Evertree. Someone trying to burn it down. A long, lanky, shadow type creature.
yes.
Yeah. Do you know anything about this?
No, I do not. You have two more questions. I will say this before we proceed. We know we are currently at an affront. We know the enemy desires to see all except those who kneel to him. We know that he is taking power and life from the Evertree. If you were to burn the Evertree down, that power would go away.
Yeah.
Do we think that this is something that he wishes to do? Absolutely. But only after he's done everything else he needs with our power. Have you have any more for us?
Straight up ask him if there's anybody powerful enough to disrupt an elf's meditation with dream magic. See if he's got a flat answer for that one.
What are you thinking?
Way to think outside the box.
Is
for
there
that.
anyone that could disrupt an elf's meditation, like with sleep magic? Because how else could they force Basco to sleep and have a dream?
Dreams happen in sleep, but dreams and sleep aren't necessarily the same thing. There are things that exist prior to our own cohesion of thought. I haven't been cataloging things. For as long as you may believe, I have not been that conscious. But there are countless primordial powers. There are countless things out there. An icon, blood, vampires coming back to life. Things can be done that are supposedly impossible. But I do not believe I am the right man to ask, or right being to ask, for that matter. However, I believe your eternal friends might know the answers. Far more than I do. The Eternals that worked with the Brutarian might have some knowledge of what's in those vaults. Because if there is something capable of reaching into the mind that does not sleep and forcing it to dream, I could see why they would lock that away. Do you have anything else?
Do you guys have anything else?
No? I mean,
You've cast the 5th level spell, might as well.
Ask it how its day's going.
Is that rat truly happy?
Yes, great question. Great question. The world
Why
needs
are
to know.
you doing this to me?
Because you're torturing a rat.
I'm not torturing him.
Are you?
He was the one that suggested my rat go on a play date with its 2 apex predators.
You are fully awakened and know they don't like killing other animals.
All he's done is feed you cheese? I learned to sew the other day.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm going to eventually.
Is that what you asked? Is the rat truly happy?
Yeah, I gotta know. I don't have any other substance questions.
Why, yes, I do believe it is happy. I also believe that the child that is fed nothing but candy is happy.
It's true.
Is it happy in the soul? Will it be good in a few months when the charm wears off? Who knows? But it is its own being and not just simply meant for someone else's projections. We shall see how that handles itself.
Yeah. It's gonna be exciting to watch play out.
Who do you think he'll kill, himself or the rat, when he finds out it won't stay with him?
Well, that's what the cat's for.
Yeah, yes, quite. Just kidding, that part didn't happen.
That's why I create Hoffman.
Kill himself with a rat.
Listen, if Philip turns against me, I will create my 3rd creature, Hoffman.
I will awaken it, and I'll be like, it's okay, bud. You're safe now. So we'll just pass it back and forth. Take turns every couple months.
Custody?
Just making a fucking creature to kill the other creature.
oh my god.
No, before you get...
At least Korvac won't run away from me.
It's still a budding relationship.
Yeah.
You know, it's...
He's got the chance to
He-
either mess it up or...
He's a new parent.
Yeah.
He's got to learn about parenting just as much as the baby's got to learn about being something that knows how to support its own head. But no, you come out of your commune with a sense that, you know, you don't think there's a giant monster living in the tree slowly burning it.
Right. But,
What did the Evertree say?
it said that it didn't have all the answers I needed. That there are Eternals that are better equipped to answer some of the questions. Like, what can get into Basco's head well? Like, make him dream. Said that there are a lot of things that want to harm the Evertree, although there's nothing that is currently burning the Evertree, you know?
And also the fact that it's kind of counterintuitive.
Yeah. The Praetorian needs to use the Evertree for as long as it can to accomplish its task. which at that point, the Evertree will no longer be of use to it.
Yeah. Because it's kind of currently leaching from it. If it were to burn from it, it wouldn't be leaching from it anymore. It's not siphoning. You can't siphon your gas from your neighbor anymore if you destroy your neighbor's car. Sure, there's probably a better
Very
analogy
fair.
for that, but you know.
No, that's very fair, actually.
Sounds like we should be visiting one of our Eternal friends. Perhaps the Fey Eternal.
That guy plays too many games.
I know, stop, but
You guys met the Fey Eternal?
We did.
Oh,
Badass.
How could you not have told him? He's the king of the druids.
No, you don't gotta do that, Crayola. I know better than anybody that it gets wild and fast.
Yeah,
Like,
yes.
So,
All right.
We killed
remember
him.
the Pit Fiend episode?
What?
yeah, I think if I remember right.
Oh god, is this the one shot we're gonna do a month from now?
What were you talking about?
Well, yeah, we met the Fey Eternal. He, tricked us pretty good, but he's a pretty good guy.
Oh, so it was a trick?
Well, he almost drove us insane because we were trapped inside of his maze.
Yeah, you do. The Fey people do that.
The solution was...
Did you know much about the Fey when you went to go see him?
I
Do
did
either of you
personally,
speak
but not.
Sylvan?
no.
You don't. You went to the Feywild without knowing
I
Sylvan?
didn't go into the Feywild.
Oh,
Remember, he's banished from the Feywild.
That's right. He's on this plane.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
never
the
mind.
player character. I'm sorry, the person in our group that speaks Sylvan was being king of Therowen at the time.
Fair burn. How's Philip doing?
How are you doing, you little
I do know Sylvan, actually.
That's hilarious.
And Goblin. And
Goblin would have definitely helped you out. Yeah, he essentially played a game of hide and seek.
pissed me off.
Hide and seek pissed you off.
They couldn't move. Just keep running
Yeah,
the
if
same
you
spot.
can't move, obviously. Yeah, that pissed me off too.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the point of
But to be
playing?
fair, you guys were moving.
Yeah, but the ground was moving, right?
Yeah, essentially he kept moving the ground underneath them as they walked, so they weren't actually going anywhere.
Then we tried flying, and he didn't move the wind.
Yeah, he put gusts of wind counter against
And-
them at the exact same speed that they were traveling, so they wouldn't go
so
anywhere.
you know what our immediate reaction was? Brute force it. He can't counterspell us all.
And then I put an immovable rod down. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you can't move us now.
And then he allowed him to walk away from the immovable rod, and then made it so that he could never go back to the immovable rod.
Yeah.
But I was tied to it.
Okay. Did you get it back?
Yes.
Only because he gave it back to you.
Yes.
He
Yes.
seems like a nice guy.
I think you'll get
Are we gonna
along.
have to play hide and seek if we go see him?
Maybe you. We should be okay.
Oh shit. Pretty good perception. Brute force is my forte.
Oh, it didn't work.
It didn't work.
No.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
We have to solve the puzzle.
How'd you solve the puzzle? Wait, don't tell me. I want to be able to do it myself. Okay, tell me.
We yelled at each other for an hour, answered the question of why we got out 3 times, and then talked ourselves down from it. And eventually, we finally went, that's probably the answer. And as soon as we said it, the trap ended.
What was the answer?
The ground was moving beneath us
Oh.
to match where we were, so it looked like we were never
They were
moving.
basically trying to play hide and seek. All they had to do was touch the Fey Eternal, and they kept seeing something moving. And then as soon as they basically announced what the game was and why they couldn't win, he dissolved the magic and was like, okay, you passed the test. But instead of ever just doing that,
No.
they were just like, no, we'll get up on him. We'll do this.
We'll do
I
it.
have a bonus action, Mac.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's.
I love the idea that we're having tea with
Alright,
the Fey Eternal while you're doing the puzzle.
It takes a while, but eventually Raph does return with Trench. Let's go.
I gave him the biggest hug.
He crushes the biggest bear hug possible. Between the armor and the man, it is. It's so good to see.
So good to see you
Yeah.
too, Crunch. How's it going? The last time I saw you, I believe, was at the. Was he at the meeting of the? Was that the?
Mardeketh. Oh, we didn't tell you this. They attacked Mardeketh by themselves first. Well, not by themselves, but with an attack group first. And they almost killed him. And then Mardeketh looked at the group and said, I wish the day started over again. And the day started over again. And the only people with the knowledge were the people in the room with him that the day started over. So the entire day started again. It was basically the day leading up to them going.
He
It was
discovered the wish spell.
yeah, he did.
Yeah. Which
So
was-
at that point, everybody was like, no, we gotta fucking go. So they grabbed even more people. But before they could do that, he kind of had like a fail-safe mass illusion spell where a large projection of him occurred all over the world, where he basically told everyone that the government's been lying to them, that there's stuff outside of Pangaea, that the Cringe Foundation has been keeping things under wraps, that they don't think the civilians are smart enough to handle things themselves, and that he is trying to lead a civilization where he thinks they are, and he's capable enough, and they're bringing them to that. So there was kind of like a minor civil war. There were some people that were pro-Mardeketh, there were some people anti-Mardeketh. And then that kind of led to overthrowing inside the Spire itself with sort of new semi-leader put in charge for right now. The gnome lady.
I hope you guys have been able to stay out of trouble since the Mardeketh's
Oh,
mission.
you know that's not possible for us, but we do what we can.
What's Zerker doing?
From what Naslin told me, he's almost ready.
Oh, excellent.
He's coming out of surgery now.
To get a I like that.
Sort of.
This took
Yes.
like an hour or so. That's taken a little longer.
Is he gonna be all that?
Not all.
Not. Oh.
What percentage?
40?
Yeah, it's a good amount.
I put my hand.
What?
And at this
He
point,
was okay with that?
a door opens up and Naslin comes out. It was a long and arduous process, but are you ready to see him?
Hell yeah.
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 It's gonna take some getting used to, but a giant metal hand kind of grabs the doorway, and then out walks Zergert. Face is still fine. Pretty much from this point down this arm, completely replaced with a much bulkier, stronger robotic arm. But because of the weight of that is too much for a human body, his entire left leg, starting at his hip, going all the way down in his right knee, has been replaced with metallic essences. And he sort of walks in and just... And then his hand just starts rotating instantly, like spinning the green thumb in like a spiral. I think this will work.
I
I
didn't
go for a fist bump. Took a long time.
And they're like, that's gonna have to take. It was literally like a sort of.
You could have used the human hand.
It like pistoned out and like.
You could have used the human hand.
I'm sorry. I thought I
You're
could,
holding the weapon in that hand.
I thought I could just hit you with the knuckles. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Krethel's
I'll
just like.
wrestle him.
No, it's cool, Krathel. Krathel, this is Zerger.
Keep
Zerger, this is
recovering.
I'll
Krathel.
wrestle him right now.
This is the man
And then he gives him a handshake.
with the normal hand.
Naslin goes, no arm wrestling.
Yeah, I figured.
He still shouldn't even be doing what he's doing now. His body needs to heal around that and kind of encompass it.
Yeah.
It's not really meant for play just yet.
Oh yeah, we didn't tell you about the future man, did we?
Oh, I did make one change though. And he opens up, and on the small part here where the rocket was housed that he shot at you,
Yeah.
he opens it, and nestled inside of it is the arrow of Yondu.
That's
Say
badass,
so.
Zerger. Hell yeah. How good are you at whistling?
I've gotten a lot better.
Heck yeah. It's all that training. It's paying off.
Yeah, I didn't go to the Bard College or anything, but
I mean,
you know,
Yeah, you got one of the best bars in the whole world right here. You can teach us thing or
he's
two
far
about
too
whistling.
busy for that. He's
No, nonsense.
Give us a whistle.
I don't want to. Are you kidding me? Not in this room.
He's got a point.
He's got a point. It's pretty cramped in here.
And-
I'm pretty sure he already broke my hand.
As Naslin said, I'm in immense amounts of pain right now,
Oh, yeah.
and I think I need to go to bed.
Yeah, that's...
So get some rest, Zerga. It was a pleasure seeing you again, old friend.
It's a pleasure seeing you, Your Majesty.
Please, call me love.
Vasco.
Vasco it is.
Just always seeking for his love, isn't he, Gordon?
Yep.
Thank you for all of this, everything, all of you. I appreciate it, and the best to you. I don't know if you heard, but his mom's pregnant.
Yeah.
Your mother's pregnant.
Yeah,
You're gonna be an older brother.
yes. I actually know it's going to be a younger brother.
I mean, like... Tiberius? Zerga, you're gonna be an uncle.
Yeah, there's just so much good news right now. I sure hope nothing bad happens to me.
Yeah.
You should stay in that bed for a long time, bud, until all the bad stuff's done.
There was a fire in the castle, and for some reason he just stayed in his bed, you guys.
Well, we need to sequester him away until the end of the campaign.
So the bad's happening over here, guys. You just stay in that 4-star resort and don't go anywhere.
Guys are being raided by SWATs.
I think now would be a good time to talk about break.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back to deal with how you guys go talk to which Eternal. There's your choices. Except for the... a few updates to the Eternal list.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what happened to the Titan?
Ah!
I remember we made him like the...
Oh, he disappeared? He
Yeah.
reformatted himself. He essentially became Dr. Manhattan.
Oh.
Because you gave him the ability to... Because he already naturally had the ability to warp kind of the material around him, the physical manifestations. The prowess over the mental realm that the seed you guys gave him, he was essentially able to now extrapolate that ability to control the material into controlling reality itself. So essentially whatever he wanted to happen, he can just make. So essentially he's a walking god.
Could we,
He banished himself into the cosmos because he knew he was too powerful to ever roam the earth. But before he did that, he granted them one final wish for granting him existence, and they gave Korvac a 9th level spell ring.
Yeah.
What spell do you got in there?
Well, I
He's got 9 shields.
yeah, right. No,
For a time I was given him
3 fireballs.
he
Foresight.
He was giving me time stop for a while, and that was fun for a bit. But I've been running around with heal and counter spell.
Oh yeah. Healing
Time
counter
spot.
spell are good.
Time spot is pretty funny. I am actually, I should mention, actively always carrying around like 12 spheres on me.
Because for time stop, the justification we made was he could throw them, but they wouldn't go anywhere because as soon as he released them, they'd be
Just
frozen.
like in JoJo's, yes.
Yeah, exactly. And then time would stop, and then they would launch, and then all of that damage
So
would
I
be
would
done in one
use
turn.
all my turns just hucking fucking spheres.
Because if he actually interacts with someone,
It's
time begins again.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a cool trick we used on Malin.
And the Eternal Dragon.
He's dead. Malin killed him.
Okay, yeah, that happened beforehand. Leviathan still hasn't been found. The Fae hasn't been found. The Fae has been found. The Fae helped with Keith because there was a
Keith.
whole they were worried. Malin was going to go to Keith and basically tell him to make some way to kill everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, "What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We can't fix it."
And we were like, we should lock him up.
Chiron was like, "I can fix this for you if you want." He was like, "Yeah, sure." And then he teleported them over there, walked into it, and was like, "Keith, if Malin comes, don't help him." And they were like, "Okay." And it was like, "Fuck, it was that easy."
The first man's back.
Not just the first man's back. Who do you think helped me find Pit Fiends, bro?
Well, he was actually because he was outside the world because he was in hell when
He
the
was
border.
fighting all the devils.
A mad cultist essentially convinced them through a friend, a secret friend inside the spire. Gave them information about a demon cultist who had information about it,
Bless you.
and then through a bunch of rituals, they basically punched a hole in reality to bring in the first man. And other than that, yeah, that's pretty much everything.
Oh yeah. You guys meet the Phoenix yet?
Phoenix and the Quetzalcoatl are paired. You can't really meet one without meeting the other. And that's the reason why the archipelago exists that's not on the map.
Yeah.
Because the pairing of a giant firebird and a giant lightning bird basically is,
It
a lot of
creates
tempests and lava, lands eventually formed, and then now there's essentially a third continent, an archipelago in the middle. That's just yeah. So if you mind hitting that, be right back, and then Josh, if you wouldn't mind hitting that mute, we'll be right back, gang.
hey, if you see this, you'll read this the most, was an article titled, Idris Elba fails to keep Knuckles the Echidna from being sexy in the new Sonic trailer. And I was just like, you know what? I'm hype as fuck for the movie now. And I agree.
I'm gonna wank one out to the Knuckles.
That's fun.
Yeah,
It's
we're
just
waiting.
in his honor.
We're waiting for the numbers for Sonic 2 to go down enough so we can just get the theater to ourselves. Just for wanking, of course.
I'm sure you can find a theater in a back alley somewhere and get the same.
It's what we did at your
Pee Wee
birthday
Herman
movie.
could do it.
Bro, my mom was there.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. She had two. Hey, Mom.
These are our
I
friends.
came to watch your stream with your friends.
Oh, you don't know about this.
Oh yeah. I mean, my mom does. And, you know, no.
Josh's mom watches.
She's like, she was the one. Oh, I'm out of here. Well, she only watches to discipline him when he gets home for all the things he did.
She has better things to do.
All the anti-Christian things he did.
She's got better
Corvac
things to do.
did what?
Josh, I heard you on stream bashing Catholics
Actually,
again. Why do you
Gay
hate your
sex
family?
with a man?
Actually.
So we're in the wardroom. War room. Not wardroom. We're in the war room. Cringe is gathered. You're discussing pursuing Titans, trying to gather knowledge about what the fuck is going on. So what exactly has got you to grace us with your presence?
I explained.
I hear. Oh, okay. I was explained on the way by Raph when he grabbed him. But so from what we know, does it match anyone that we've seen or dealt with before? Clayton? Malin? I know Malin has affected dreams before, but never you specifically. He even commented on that.
That was a long time ago.
And yes, he's only gotten stronger, but that doesn't mean.
You gain access to that ability, specifically, yes. Maybe somebody entirely new, whom I haven't had the pleasure of seeing yet. Or displeasure, depending.
Maybe something for our own safety was locked away some time ago. The man whom, well, we all are here to fight. Your boys killed one of his men. Eye for an eye. He goes after one of yours. The words were, the sins, your sins will be given to them, and the party sins will be given to you. That matches up to me.
Not our Basco.
I think he wanted you to come to us. I think he wants us scared, but at the same time, I think there's a serious threat.
We were considering speaking with the Fae on this matter to see if he knows anything of the vaults, if it is something like that.
Why, as much as I believe he might, I don't know. The Fae was rather busy. It's worth a shot. Everyone is worth investigating.
I mean, we can't speak to Curator.
No, but you still have the World Turtle.
We do have the World Turtle.
You would know about the Curator.
Was it?
You would know about the Curator.
Okay.
It was kind of made worldwide. The Paladins and Warlocks and stuff are essentially just able to hold their powers. And it's been, like, crazy. It's been a world of knowledge. People know we're not connected anymore.
The first man's nearby.
Well, he would not
Oh,
really be.
yeah.
It took several hours of hand signaling to get the last bit of information from him. However, Narub, the person who keeps all secrets,
No, of course.
is a good choice.
We got more secrets.
What secret?
Gotta
Oh,
get
all
more
of your secrets are probably worthless by now.
Yes.
We
We know how to get there, though.
unless they haven't moved, because more.
Oh, I hope to God they didn't move.
They move regularly, yes.
Do you think there's a chance that they maybe prolong the moving process because of all the crazy stuff going on?
Or do you think maybe they moved immediately because of all the crazy stuff in the world?
It's probably that one.
No more to get simulated.
So secrets, huh?
Yes.
We're not good at those.
Well, okay. I'm trying to be subtle about it, but Naroop's not where she is anymore.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
But I'm just saying, like, not only is she not there anymore, but we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 secrets.
Only one of you needs to go in.
Oh, that's true.
We always do things as a team.
It's kind of how your brains work. It's kind of a detriment to go alone. But sometimes a blessing.
Yeah.
I'll leave it up to you. There's other people. Keith, the World Serpent, Vulcan, the World Turtle,
We know how to get to Keith.
and Vulcan.
Very agreeable.
I'd like to talk to the World Turtle.
I think it'd be hard to do it. I wasn't able to transport via plants onto him, was I?
To who?
The World Turtle.
No, he's got plants on his back. He's got a whole island on his back. He's
Just didn't know if there was any magical means stopping us from doing that.
No, you guys are one of the few people that are actually allowed.
Fantastic.
Normally there's the magic means, but they specifically gave you permission to zip back to the island.
I mean, we can get straight to him. It's actually probably the path of least resistance. Right. Plus, talking to the World Turtle is always a
Blessing.
yeah, a blessing. That's a good way to put it.
And Staff will be able to meet the World Turtle for the first time.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
he's a real good character. You'll get a good, real kick out of him.
Yeah.
Don't sound like that. Like Brian's gonna expect the World Turtle to be like juggling.
It's gonna be
Hey, it's me, the World Turtle.
I don't know if I could do Gramog's voice again.
Alright. Be Bill Cosby. Be on really bad day of trial. Be engaged by the paparazzi. And then
Everybody's
said
just like,
nothing
what?
else.
What just happened?
Oh man.
Everybody in Hollywood's weird. I
Sort of,
blame
I don't know.
Scientology.
Bro, there's been so much Johnny Depp Amber Heard coverage. I'm just like, guys, who fucking cares?
I don't even know what that's about. All I know is there's
Like,
funny
we
quotes
all-
that come
we
out
all
of it.
We all agree on one thing about that. We don't need to see all the dirty laundry that's coming out of it. You know what I mean?
Well, my concern is like, okay, cool. Is this gonna get him his job back?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, are we gonna be cool enough to let him fucking be Grindelwald again?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you just took that job away from him. You took Pirates of the Caribbean away from him. Like, all the damage is done. Like, you should have fucking, I don't know, resolved or like, God damn it. I have it written down somewhere. I'm trying to find the names of those, the people on the monks on the world.
Oh, the 3 of them, yeah.
4 of them.
You think one day they will be equal, but opposite Hollywood?
Bollywood.
Yeah, man. It's over there.
Oh my God, you're right.
Have you not seen Bollywood?
It's
Actually,
pretty.
I-
Bollywood is pretty
I don't know
based.
if you guys watch Squid Game, but I fucking love that show, and it got me really into Korean TV.
Oh,
Korean TV and Korean
Korean-
cinema is pretty fucking good.
Korean's been doing pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude that did,
French is doing a lot of stuff too, although I don't know how
I
good
haven't
it is.
seen anything.
the guy that did Parasite is the guy that did, the train movie.
Oh, Bullet to Cyan or something?
No.
Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen Snowpiercer? It's a really excellent
I
film.
saw a conspiracy theory video on YouTube about how Train Piercer is a sequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Snowpiercer?
Yes, I've heard that same theory.
Yeah. I was like, I have no idea what this movie is, but I'll watch it because I'm in a state of mind when that sounds fun. Great time.
My brain is falling apart in front of me.
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh.
It does happen.
Which is like, it's obvious.
No, I mean, like, I as well.
What?
I think we're all feeling that. So,
It doesn't help that nobody ever writes anything down. These were just as pivotal moments to you guys as it is to me. And it is kind of a group effort. That was the lead you were following, and then we had to stop. And then nobody else picked up on it because no one else wrote that shit down but you. That was funny. The town's Roderick were last seen.
yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Yes, it was.
Man, we murdered
There we
Roderick.
go. We have Felicity, Ezekiel, the Wind, and Ron. Does that sound familiar to you?
Yeah, that is exactly right.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna fucking watch. I'm gonna fucking find that at this point.
Yep.
Cause like I'm looking at their class right now. Give it to me so I can just rewrite them again.
Alright, Felicity, the female elf, Ezekiel, the male dwarf, the Wind, the male tiefling, and Ron, the male human. They're known as the Weavers, correct?
Yes.
Felicity was, I guess, the aspect of water.
And then Ezekiel was earth. The Wind was air, and Ron was fire. See, all I need is that jog in the right direction.
No.
Vasco
is down the fuck right above that.
That was,
I think that was one of the
an
few
early
that was
moments.
Yeah, that's one of the few times that so yeah, those people are would be there ready for you. So the question is sort of who do you want to start with? You guys, one of you say the Fae, one of you says the World Turtle, one of you says Keith. You have.
I think there's only one way to settle this, gentlemen. Three-way rock, paper, scissors. I represent the World Turtle.
Yeah,
For
way.
oh, did you have a Eternal you are wanting to go see?
No.
Well, he said Narub. You said
Keith.
The world.
You said the World
World
Turtle.
Turtle.
You can represent the Fae.
Yeah, we'll go Faye.
Four-way rock, paper, scissors.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I guess we all just go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
How does this work?
I'm just gonna.
Cringe kind of just like, we could just roll a die and see who will die.
Oh man, if only there was a 1 through 4 die.
But
Why did
no,
you say it
you
like
could
that?
just roll a 20-sided die and whoever has the highest number.
Oh.
If you rolled a 4-sided die, the likelihood of them rolling 4, 3, 2, 1 and not having
No,
like,
I meant like just one four-sided die.
Oh no, that'd be crazy.
Nobody's ever done that before,
Can I
Vasco.
have some of your dad's kush?
Roll. Everybody roll a
Krayla?
d20.
For luck.
Sorry, what? Krayla?
Krayla? Can I get some more of that, that's good. That's a...
Yo.
That's another 2.
Yeah, that's 20.
Guess we're talking
Did you
Keith.
use luck?
No, he
Okay.
cocked it real bad.
Oh, okay.
I also got one.
He likes to roll right into the scene.
So Keith.
I
It
believe,
looks like you're visiting Keith.
I believe I planted a tree on his island, or at least close to his island that we could fly to. Is that...
How many travel via plants have you burned today so far?
Oh, 3. I am...
Let's hope
Yeah,
we
I've
get
used the
combat.
7th level.
Okay.
So I am... I mean...
Yeah.
Shit, I don't mind burning it. It doesn't take me long to rest.
You guys also have the ship. I know that'll take much longer, but
what to do. I have a couple of teleports in me as well.
Keith's only a few days away.
It'll give us time to think, hang out, bond.
I guess you're right. The problem is I promised Cinnamon
With my
we would
staff.
we would learn how to sew together when
Try
I
to
got
do what?
back.
Just that?
He could come with you.
Do I try to
I
be
don't
a
want to
plant
take
on
him
the
to
staff?
see Keith. That doesn't seem
I don't speak.
He'd
Six.
be with pirate people.
on an airship in the middle of the air,
Yeah.
cooped up.
I think
He likes the garden and he doesn't want to be. I wouldn't want to separate him and Fennel.
I think he likes to spend time with you more than anything else.
Oh, I mean, he just got 2 uninterrupted months of it.
True.
You
I think the
when
idea
you're a
is.
parent,
I think the idea is no one wants to. There's going to probably be a lot of traveling, and no one wants to end up at a very important place on an empty tank.
Yeah.
So slow and steady wins the race, as opposed to jumping, hop skipping, and jumping. Because we know Malin actively has it out for the Eternals. So if he's hunting them, and you happen to just land on one that he's hunted, and oh boy, you've just traveled 4 different locations, so there goes all of your high quality spells, we might be at a problem. Granted, the cons of that, there might take a day or 2 longer, but we'll let you know if the armies start moving. Things aren't pressing currently.
that is good to hear. Well, then I think the most logical course of action would be to take the airship. I'll make sure in the morning tomorrow to let Theron know that this is going to be a multiple day endeavor, even though we have prepared for this.
Is he coming with us?
No, Theron is going to stay. Theron's in the city. The overseer?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys are thinking of Kraethel.
Yeah.
Kraethel. My man. The man Kraethel.
I'll take care of that, my lord.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Quite.
I hear you're the man.
I'm just an elf. He's elf.
No, he's his own elf.
Roll inside.
Roll inside.
My service is to the king.
Is that a 3?
I got an 11.
His service is to the king, dude.
The service is to the king's dick.
It's just like there's a vein slowly developing.
It's coming from the robot out there.
What's that doing?
A laser locked.
It's just completely moving separate of his face and like other eye.
It's looking at Star trying to kill him.
So, I guess to the ship then.
Should we, well, yeah, pack your stuff. I'll let Pat know.
Alright.
Anything we need for the journey specifically? I mean, you'll need. I will not be coming along. I've got a few more things to
Probably just the usual.
wrap up.
Speaking of wrap up, I'm gonna go wrap up some of Big Mama's cooking for this trip that I'm about to go on.
Oh, don't worry. I've already taken care of it. Well, one of the many. I mean, you're happy to do it yourself. I'll be talking to Pat.
Is there
French is the
brisket?
If you ask, there could be. If you're lucky. Alright, I gotta go. And then he heads out to the airship's launching bay. You guys got about half an hour. Half a minute. Go. You make your way into the kitchen, and Big Mama, with a huge ass knife, is just carving just huge hunks of meat. Oh, I'm really Basco.
Big Mama, I missed you.
How you doing? So there she goes. up
Oh,
to
we
get
said
you.
the same thing but differently.
And then a big old fucking monster hug for this giant woman. What is it that? I mean, I hear the ship's going out. You need some provisions, darling.
Oh, I was hoping for some, to take some leftovers from food, you know, some snacks along the way, keep us full and ready to go. Plus, if I'm gonna be honest, Big Mama, I missed your cooking so much.
Oh, that's what they hear. That's why Cringe is always here, never in that castle.
Could you blame him?
I mean,
Between you and me, I noticed a bit of a gut on him.
that's what his wife keeps telling me. Says that I gotta stop spoiling him.
Don't you dare slow down with the butter, Big Mama. Every drop is great.
That's what we hear. What are you looking for? I know you're here looking for something special.
You wouldn't happen to have any, like, brisket ready to go? I know it takes some time to prepare.
Oh, well, don't you worry about that, sugar. I'm sure there's somebody here.
God damn it.
Fucking damn it, god
Fucking
damn.
idiot didn't make the brisket.
God damn fucking elves.
Snaggletooth! He's just like, yes, Big Mama. He's like, you get some brisket cooked up. Yeah, some coming off right now.
Oh, fuck yes, Snaggletooth, you're the man.
I know that was promised to the guards, but you wrap that up, you go ahead and give that to the ship, and then you just go ahead and throw a new one in there for the guards.
It's important at this moment. Basco is in the kitchen alone. He left Kralef with the party.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's packing things for you.
Mm-hmm. That's what I assumed.
Just
Yes.
so terrible, gentlemen.
And the pranks!
I can't wait to quit. I give my 2 weeks as soon as we're back.
As soon as I'm vested,
The last 2 weeks they give you a bonus.
the stock I had plummeted.
Basco coin.
It had promise.
Why wouldn't he just call it Bass coin? It makes no sense. He called it Basco coin. I don't.
Bass coin, isn't that a Pokemon?
I'm pretty sure that's already coined under the fishing market.
You're thinking of Billy Big Mouth Bass.
Oh.
Coin. But no, yeah, it's just you alone and Big Mouth, Big Mama, and Snaggletooth. Big Mouth.
Big mouth.
Yeah, what do you want? I won't tell anybody.
You trust me, Big Mouth.
I was thinking eating honeycombs.
What?
Cereal mascots. Or have I just slowly lost my mind?
The honeycomb monster?
Yeah.
Big Mama, have you started up that bacon business yet?
Honestly, darling, with so many things coming and going, I'm just be happy to making baked apple pies right now. We haven't started selling yet, because, soldier positions have really kind of taken the majority of our time. But once that's quieted down, there's no really extra room. We can't put anyone else. More people, more stuff won't help.
I grab her hands and I was like, we will solve this, Big Mama.
Oh, yeah, you better, else I'm gonna go chop that Praetorian in half for you, baby.
Oh, I would love that. It'd be so chill.
Do you want an old lady to do that for
No,
you?
that's the
You're
thing.
gonna
No,
make this old lady
absolutely
and
not.
her old bones
That's
so
like
I can
last
do that
kiss. You might have to, Big Mama.
Hey,
But,
remember
hey,
what
we're
I
gonna
did
do it
first?
first.
I've done a lot for this castle. I'll do it again.
Bring it fun.
Damn right you did, Big Mama.
Bring
Damn
I'm
right you
so not supposed to be here.
Big Mama to the final.
I have 15 HP, guys. He's gonna use finger of death on me. You're gonna have to kill me.
Yeah, there's got to be one that's got to soak up those fingers of death. You
That's
know,
why we brought her along.
We need someone to
power
take the
word
power.
kill. You got to have something that's got to be the power word kill. That's what Tiberius was for.
Finger of Death. He can cast 2 Finger of Death, so we technically need up to 3 people. That's not including bonus spell slots he may have of those items. So, we need a total of like 10 people to soak up all those bad, nasty spells.
Josh,
Lake run Hulk Hulks.
all no druid trap. That's got to be helpful. The whole Hulk shields was the idea we were coming up with. Josh once came up with a great idea of getting an army of mages to cast sending at one person, so they never have a moment of non-concentration.
Oh, Yep. that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like
And it's
10,000 mages.
And it's just like the point is just like eventually their exhaustion will hit a point where they fucking die.
That's how Mozart died, man. 10,000 people.
Sending
I gotta
them.
say though, if you had an army of that many mages though, you probably could just kill whoever you want.
Just summon a meteor, make the moon crash to the ground.
Hey, where's that come
Yeah.
from before? But no, what did you want to do that you wanted to be alone for exactly?
I just wanted
You're not
to give
gonna
a
fuck
party.
the meat, are you?
No, I just wanted to enjoy the meat and take in the. You know what I mean, right, guys?
I just wanted to enjoy the meat and take in the
brisket.
cream.
I wanted to
like,
eat a
red
lot of
flag.
brisket.
Oh,
Vasco needs you
She
to
cuts
fuck
off a
him.
little sliver, and then you're both sharing it. But you want to make a sandwich out of this real fast for you before.
Yes, please. Oh, chop it up. Please chop it up.
She has she cuts up a nice hunk
You gonna
fresh
hook
bit of
me up with
bread.
the good sauce, Big Mama?
But yeah, that's what I got cooking right over here.
She pours like a gravy over it. She toasts up the bread on a nice little griddle.
Mm-hmm.
Puts a A little bit of cheese on there if you so prefer. Close that up. Nice and simple, nothing crazy unless you ask for it. Give that to you.
And we'll have the rest dropped off in this boat for you.
Thank you so much, Big Mama. It was a pleasure.
You're looking skinny, baby. All that vegetables is not gonna keep you all healthy all the time. You know what I'm saying? You need meat on the bones too.
Hey, that's why I got seconds, Big Mama.
All right.
Is there anything else you'd like to do in the castle before you make your way out?
No.
Does anybody else have anything that they need to do in the castle before we get on the boat?
Come on, Josh. Now's your chance.
Not my chance.
Crayathel's kind of.
Craythel. Packing.
You get within 5 feet, it's like,
You
I
make-
read the reports.
You make your way to the room that was once his room.
Yeah.
That a few meager belongings were had been packed in by a servant are now being packed into a bag back again
Yeah.
by Craythel.
Yeah.
He sees you and Korvac. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Oh, I mean, just been noticing. I mean, it is your duty, but you and Vasco seem pretty close. How's he been doing?
He's been well. One has to be close in my position.
Yeah. So what? Insight? No, hold on. We won't pull the insight just yet. It's just that I mean, you might know that me and Vasco had a history.
I have heard, yes.
It seems that he's no hard feelings. Everything's good with him.
Like
He
between you and him.
Yeah. So and the fact that he's seems to moved on is the term maybe.
Well, yes, I would say that he has.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's awesome. I mean, nothing against you. Of course, you're a great guy, but and everything he's said nothing but great things about you. But I would say that he has, yes, not to hurt you, but
No,
to help you.
I understand. I mean, what with him running a kingdom and
He's gotten really into his work lately. Yes.
yeah, and I'm also going to be on the other side of the continent half the time, most likely after this as well.
I mean, there are days where, I mean, with him all the time, it's just where he keeps himself rather busy, focused, streamlined, and it gets cumbersome.
Yeah,
But
I imagine
he is.
he used to do this thing where he would just kind of wander off on his own and
Oh, quite. Just sort of chasing after fairy tales and then getting lost along the way.
yeah.
Yeah, that hasn't stopped happening.
You,
As you can imagine, it's made my job quite difficult.
yeah. But yeah, I imagine you're pretty good at keeping up with him then.
Oh, I've learned to have to.
Yeah.
It's comes along with the position. You know what I mean?
Right. Of course.
I like to be kissed behind the ear.
God. Tell me,
Yes.
you used to hire Mac to draw art. Has he done anything of the sort for you?
Mac hasn't drawn me. No.
No. Okay.
I mean, I've heard stories of, but I don't think you'd have any reason to draw me. Like, are you talking about like the golem that he drew, and there was like the nightscape?
Stuff like that. He seems to like to have memorabilia of those he's close with.
Memorabilia.
But I mean, there's a photo of you all together
Okay.
that he does cherish and keeps
okay.
close with him.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
So very much the fighting type I can see.
Oh yes, quite.
Not too much into the magic.
No,
No.
pretty much a straight fighter fella myself.
He does have a thing for that. I'm gonna roll in.
Spear, I see.
Yeah, and twin blade is
Twin blade, yeah, and a shield.
It's and a shield. I used to have a shield.
Shields would go good with spears.
Yes, they would, but this one kind of requires two hands. I used to have a shield that
Oh.
floated around. How do you manage to shield with twin blade? It seems like something you would.
I'm just strong enough, I guess.
I suppose. I suppose.
To be fair, I don't mean that rude. That looks like a very heavy spear.
It is. It is.
Also, from what I know, the best defense is a good offense, and that kind of literally screams what you are.
It's quite as actually half of our combats, if not more.
As you know, with what I do, I have to be a little defensive. Somebody's got to look out for him.
Of course, of course. Because at this point, I'm going to
Go
go inside.
ahead.
That one.
Oh my god! Yes! That's 2 now ones on this!
Dude, he's packing up his shit.
Yeah.
He's fucking. He's gonna be having sex with him tonight. That's for sure. But yeah, this guy. This guy really loves your ex, and they're just a really nice couple.
What's
Well,
Corvac?
I'm happy that Vasco has somebody he can rely on. I'm gonna go pack my things.
Have a good day, Korvac.
Oh, good.
You just
See ya.
vomiting on the side of the
Why? It was clearly I needed the shield!
Just later with
Of
that.
course I could dual wield with the shield. I'm strong enough. What has he got that I don't?
Later he talks to Vasco. He's like, your friend visited, and as soon as he left the room, started openly weeping. I don't.
Oh, was that Mac?
Anything for you before?
I say goodbye to my family. Then I...
Cringe does grab you. Listen. Remember what we talked about?
Yes.
It's all according to plan. And also, I will be unavailable the next few days.
Why?
I have things that need tending to. Pressing matters. Things that have come up.
Okay. Well, if you need old Mac Fleetfoot, you know where to find him.
No. Just matters for myself. Primarily. There really shouldn't be any problem. But just know that maybe the rest of the team can help, but I won't be able to come to your rescue.
Can I roll insight on him?
Sure. I mean, you can attempt a persuasion if you just press a little bit more, but you're rolling insight right now.
Stop it.
I told you what to roll.
There.
14.
He seems evasive, but you can't decide why.
Come on, Cringe. It's me, Mac. You can tell me anything. I want to know what's bothering you.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
That's a 9.
That's a 6.
That's a 6, my dude.
Oh, sorry, that's a 6. That puts us at 11.
Why
first
doesn't anybody trust me?
First and foremost, I'll use my divination die to make that a 12. That turns that
Should we
into...
put it in the dice jail?
In the dice jail. In the dice jail.
7. 24.
24 persuasion.
Yes.
I think I have a lead on where that device the curator put together might be.
Say no more. Let me know if you're successful. And if you need any help.
The less for now, and just for now, quiet. But who knows after that? Just remember what we talked about last time. The weight of my woes do not rest on your shoulders. I know I carry a lot of secrets. I know you know I don't always speak the truth.
my sins are not yours. You will not be held accountable for them. I know that gnome wizard gave you some trouble about spitting my secrets. But I lie so often for the good of the world that, well, honestly, by the time enough people hear about it, the story's changed already.
Oh, Crunch, fuck her. And I just grasp his arm.
Well, I mean, that's rude, but yeah, she's a nice lady, but she's just looking out for things. Go out there, have fun, and find out what the fuck's going on.
A friend in need is a friend indeed. And I pat him and I get on my way.
You guys get on your way. You make your way to the ship. You have the nicest quarters on the boat, as they are kind of what would be perceived as like the captain's quarters, and then y'all have your normal sort of regular quarters. Graythel is with you per your request.
Graythel's sleeping in the same quarters as me.
Oh yeah.
He's
And
the man.
You're gonna try, aren't you?
No, that's weird.
and you guys take off. It was later in the evening, but dinner was being prepared, so that wasn't being done. So kind of like a late supper is being prepared for the ship. Pat, has you all gathered on the ship.
We're gonna be doing dinner, and then call it. Heading towards the location for Keith, right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, should be about 2 days away.
It's good to see you, Pat.
Good to see you
I
too.
give him a hug.
All right, yeah, good.
This is
love you.
Graythel. He's the man.
Cool. What a weird way to introduce somebody,
He is.
but
The man.
good to see you. Well, if you're the man, I can't wait to see what you do on the ship.
I'm sorry.
Proud to look forward to it. We're gonna have some brisket later, apparently. For your
I'm gonna roll insight on you, bud.
Have you had Big Mama's brisket?
It's a 7.
Snaggletooth's brisket?
does a ship float in the air?
This one does.
What?
Yeah.
There you go. Stop. Do you have Big Mama's brisket?
Never.
Oh, you're in for a treat. You're not
This
a
is his
vegetarian.
second airboat ride. Oh,
It
Oh
is.
my god.
what?
Hold on.
I said it is my second airboat ride. What did you say?
You're not a vegetarian, right?
Oh no.
Good. I was for like 50 years, and that shit sucked.
No, I eat it all.
And I was a vegetarian in the Arctic.
It's just small berries.
It's just potatoes, Dad.
Good berry.
Yeah.
Good berry. I'm looking forward to it. Some good brisket.
Dinner's had. Is there anything you guys specifically want to do or discuss?
I figure we would we'd hang out with Basco in the captain's quarters.
Let's talk about
Oh,
the
yeah,
mashed
that's a
potatoes.
good idea.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about the mashed potatoes. When we were playing Magic the Gathering at like a release event that they were doing, they'd also do D&D there the same night, and it's just they're listening to their campaigns are just like I'm so glad to be in ours, because like on 3 or 4 maybe more different occasions, not over the course of like right now or like 30 minutes, but over the entire session, the quality.
Parties.
Yeah, and I'm like, why is mashed potatoes coming up so much in this goddamn campaign? Like, I know we do
One
some
person
weird
mentioned
shit.
mashed potatoes, so then everybody subconsciously was like, I want to voice my opinions on
Yeah.
mashed potatoes.
Well, me also mashed potatoes, methinks.
And now we're all gonna order mashed potatoes.
Oh, good news, the money hack's back.
Hey.
We can't talk about it on air, because if we do...
Yeah. What
You
is-
have to
could
subscribe.
you could we reiterate over exactly what that guy said in your dream? Because I did not write that down. It was something like, "You will pay for the sins."
The sins of your party, and they will take on your sins. That's the Spark Notes.
No, that's not what he wanted. He wanted exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and to tell everyone.
Oh, he actually. You did what he said? No.
Idiot! Why would you do that?
Tell us why. Tell us how.
I love how it's just like ranch or blue cheese. You can't pick both.
What if I want? It's $2 extra.
And we probably won't give you what you want either way.
You want a buffalo?
Are you gonna get the ribs, Josh?
I haven't gotten the ribs in like the last 3 times we ordered from this
I
place.
was debating not getting the ribs. I was debating getting the ribs.
You should try the mountain melt. It's decadent.
The ribs are good though.
Just like I don't
That's
say
like 2 weeks in a row.
police
so I get the
officer
ribs.
anymore. It's Kappa, and it's gonna be Kappa.
That's because we got you on fucking
you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna get the ribs.
It's the hottest
on
fucking thing.
Okay, we had a friend visit from across the pond, and
From England, shit.
yeah, and he ordered like the Nashville hot. I think they were
Oh.
just tenders. He didn't
Yeah.
order them with anything else, and he was like, "These are so fucking hot," and I'm like,
Oh,
"Yeah, all
buddy.
right, man." And then we kept going, and then like he just like, "You don't understand this? This is the hottest fucking thing I've ever eaten." And I'm like, "Dude, it's Nashville hot chicken tenders. Calm
Like,
down."
no one's making you eat this, and he's just
And then
like,
he just kept
shoving it
eating
in his
more.
mouth.
I have a bad habit of just overloading my fucking ramen that I make with way too much spicy shit.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love getting it so spicy that it hurts my fucking mouth to
Yeah.
touch it to my skin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that shit.
I've had to tone down the spicy.
I just put in cayenne. I put in fucking curry because I like curry. And
Cheese.
I throw in some chili oil on top.
Cheese curds or fried pot stickers?
Dude, they both are so good.
fried pot stickers.
I'm always going to say cheese curds. I'm a slut for cheese
I am a
curds.
slut for cheese
I-
curds.
As much as I like fried pot stickers, I
Yo,
am
and
also
that
a
sauce they be bringing out with the cheese curds.
I think also we're gonna get more out of cheese curds than we are
For
fried pot stickers because there's probably only like 6 of those.
I
And
think,
then,
yeah. It came with like 8 when I ordered it.
oh yeah, that's not enough.
No.
Hell, orange. That.
Can you hit a F5
And
on
the
that?
dice cam.
Oh, that's okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to order a whole Zinger Mountain Melt.
Look, don't get extra zingers. It's a
No,
mistake.
ordering a Zinger Mountain Melt is not a problem. Like that's good food. It's just the problem is like when you add on other stuff
Yeah.
because it's a good amount of food. I don't
Pound
know.
and a half
I've had a lot of
zingers,
fries
man.
lately.
Brian bought like $40 worth of Mountain Melt, and he was like, "Why have I done this?"
He just put on so many like, would you like to add this? So many, and I think he just said yes to everything.
Yeah.
And when I grabbed it, I immediately knew it was his because it weighed like a pound heavier than everybody else's. And looking in the receipt, it was like, dude, your Mountain Melt was $40-something,
Dude,
just by itself.
That was so bad.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
because it was just
gonna-
like, would you like to double the amount of zingers in it, which is the chicken
I
tenders?
was like, yeah, for sure. I was like, it's not
Extra
gonna be a lot.
cheese.
They don't get no fucking ranch, bro.
Yes, they do. For what?
The 2 sauce selections.
Oh no, the zingers are what they tossed in. If you go all the way to the bottom, you have sides.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So
Ranch.
there you go.
Baker Street.
Mount St.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm good. I'm not that crazy. You gotta select 2.
I kind of really
I'll
want
do
to go.
no sauce and just garlic parmesan.
Kind of what?
Wait a minute. Choose 1, 2, 2. You don't have to choose 2.
Oh, okay.
If you put no sauce, you will confuse them.
Got it. And they want $15 an hour.
We deserve it, man.
I kind of want to go to St. Helena, the fucking that tiny town outside of Africa that is still a British island.
But they have like a completely
you
different
who might
accent
send-
in English.
Mm-hmm.
Is it you who might cash out the money?
You mean Welsh?
Sure. No, it's just that it's been a not subclass, but sub-society that's lived on this tiny island.
Hmm.
They all have like their own small farm plot and sheep. This is an island that is off the coast of Africa, and by off the coast, we're talking several days on a boat. Like it's literally, I'll show you on the world map outside because I finally ended up stop being lazy and putting that up.
Yeah, I noticed. Wow, why is everything
Oh, get the spaghetti,
so
Josh.
expensive?
It's because you guys are next to
I just said I meant like I noticed seeing that out there.
That was a piece of shit to hang because
Really?
like I had to put because there's only 2 thin pieces of leather on the inside of it, and I had to put hooks up. So I'm like, I gotta just throw them over and hope that they like, because it's beveled, so I can't like angle it to get it over. So it's just like, well, just keep.
Just show.
I got one side, and then it was just like,
Not now, Marnie.
Oh.
Not now, Marnie.
yeah, that was. I had to just close the door. She was like, "Oh, help! I'm helping."
So expensive.
Get it with ice cream.
Cake, yeah.
Add the extra was zingers, dude.
The ice cream zingers thing is the hack.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
because they never give you the ice cream.
So you just get free money back?
So you basically.
Get the whole order back, because
Yeah.
that's how Uber Eats works.
You can't just.
More than that.
It's a combo, so you can't just claim.
Because the ice cream is paired with the mountain melt. It's one item, but they will always send the mountain melt out.
Hey, Twitch.
Hey,
It's unlimited money.
Please do not bankrupt Miller's house.
Capitalism.
tell me, how is that meatloaf and how is the fish and
You're
chips?
gonna get a. Bro, fish and chips will not travel.
You're right, that's true.
Meatloaf from Miller's Ale
I
House?
feel like you do this on purpose.
Yeah, right?
Fish and chips.
Oh, man.
Hey, what about the rock shrimp? The rock
Can you shuck a few oysters?
Yeah.
I love it.
Ah.
Get the kids from me.
I could get the kids.
Dude, did you see the fucking new? They finally did an official Tiamat miniature again. Did you see that?
I didn't know.
It's almost $300.
Well, okay.
There's a part of me that
How tall is it? Like, tell me. There?
dude, it's a set piece. I wanted to buy it just because it would act as like those fucking set pieces you get.
Yeah.
It'd act. It's bigger. It's about roughly on par size with the ship. Like it's
You need its
massive.
own room for it.
Huh?
You need its own room for it.
Well, I want to get another. Thing over
Cabinet.
here. Yeah, we're getting
Good
it
idea.
for just the miscellaneous stuff. I gotta get around to painting so many of these guys.
Oh, you got the Is this for when they encounter the Leviathan?
No, they fought a Kraken in the that one off where they in the archipelago. Their ship was attacked by a Kraken and it was pushed off course. Then we got a Brian miniature behind you.
Oh, it's Big Monkey.
Big monkey. And then your favorite miniatures off to your left shoulder. Remember those guys on the day Korvac died?
The day.
Oh, these guys. Yeah.
Bone Claws.
Bone Claws. And then the.
Nightmare.
Was it just called Nightmare? It was that Shadow Fabian.
Mm-hmm.
I never came back. This is all a lie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
some-
this is a being of death that's just inhabited his
He
body.
just grabs everybody in the party's shoulders. I've been dead, guys. Let me go.
Let me go.
Let me go so I can rest.
Let me in. Dietrich, his brother.
Finger of death.
They start fucking.
Nobody, just not you. You've got Crayon
Have fun living, idiot.
I'm gonna hunt beasts all day.
Pretty sweet
If you
deal.
went to it.
You should check on your Velociraptor.
Yeah, I should.
Gotta catch 'em
Should I
all.
release him on the ship?
Gotta
where-
catch just one.
Jumps off the side.
Exactly.
No.
Felicity! Well, Josh, no, I have a bonus section.
No! I actually don't know if it healed in the ball at all, so that's awkward. I don't know if it's some sort of stasis or not.
Well, you now have a heal in your ring, so.
He just comes out dead.
I died from the one.
They allow
Are
me to
you
win.
fucking kidding me?
What happened?
Were they just like, nah?
Did they closed as we did it?
What? Wow.
It is 9:43.
That's a bit early.
Maybe they're getting fucking. Maybe they're getting their ass kicked.
On a Wednesday?
It's dead at the moment.
Where?
Margaritaville.
Well, then.
Laughing at Margaritaville. Do you only play Jimmy Buffett songs?
No, thank God. There is a
Okay.
loop though that goes on for several minutes.
How many Jimmy Buffett songs?
At least 4.
Cheeseburgers and fire
But-
right there.
Yeah, they all come in at once.
Back to back to back.
Josh and I make the best out of this job. Me and him communicate solely Latin over email.
He was just like, I need you to take this document, go to the front and scan it for me. And I scanned it and I got busy with something. He's like, I need the document. And I replied back, here's your cursed document. And he goes, you moved a possible.
Did you just Google translate a sentence into Latin?
What's up?
So we can either order, I guess, Taco Bell from 27. Yeah, I don't know why the fuck this has happened. This is why I did it early. I'm like, this should definitely be open. Or we could order sake ba. Do we like Chinese food?
I like Chinese food.
It sounds good.
Okay.
Well, that really was not cash money to them.
Yeah, right?
We have more than 3 orders at once. Shut it all down.
Shut it down, Otto! Alright.
Yep, that's a win.
We got an edamame. We got an edamame coming out.
Some fucking goons.
We will get the Goon Squad. 2 orders of the Goon Squad?
2 orders of the Goon Squad. I fucking love goons.
Yes.
Moons out, goons out, as I say.
Yeah.
Someone
How do you
explain to
put
me
that
what
on
a goon is.
a t-shirt?
Huh?
Is that something like a Galumba?
A goon?
What, are you just saying racial fucking stereotypes
Bro,
now, you
what
asshole?
the fuck did you just say to me?
You call me fucking Galumba?
Oi! I'll have you know, my fucking mother's a Galumba. That makes me half Galumba. Nah, man. It's ragoons. Crab ragoons.
Nah, I'm calling them Galoombas.
Galumba. You're gonna go up to a Chinese restaurant, you're gonna be high shit. It's like, I'll have an order of Galoombas. It's gonna be like, get this high white kid out of my
You know, the
fucking
crab
restaurant.
Galoombas?
My friends order them all the time.
It tastes great. I would really like some crab Galoombas. Oh, man.
That's great.
That is why we love you, Josh. Just
And your hate for the Catholics.
No, hold on, guys. The Pope is watching this stream. We have to be nice.
Could you imagine?
I went to Chicago recently in November, and there's a shop that was dedicated to like Bible stuff, like postcards, all the shit like Christianity and fuck not. But there's a cutout, like a cardboard cutout of Pope Francis III, and Rachel took a picture of me popping a squat doing a sorority girl pose in front of it, and I was like, hey, never show this to my grandma or she will kill me. Mm-hmm. I wish my only regret was it wasn't the real one.
Wasn't the real what now?
Wasn't the real His Holiness Pope Francis III. It was just a cardboard cutout.
Do you remember when Matt Pat gave the Pope a copy of Undertale for some reason?
Yeah, he did do that.
Do you think he played it?
No, because he's like a 95-year-old man.
He could have. You don't know.
Yeah.
Did you ask him? You don't know.
He's got you there, bud.
I will ask him at the next Catholic meeting.
You've been into those?
No. I was mad on the inside. Josh, next time you go to the Catholic meetings.
Oh, why
He
would I be
hate-
there?
He hates them because he is them.
Can't beat him, join him.
That is the motto of the Catholic Church.
All right. How many fried dumplings? They come in groups of 6. Should we order 2 of those?
Yeah.
I can eat a dumpling in one bite.
Yeah, same.
So good.
All right. So what we have so far in this order is 1 thing of edamame,
Yes.
for the love of God, let me pick the edamame. Oh, okay. 1 thing of edamame, 2 things of fried dumplings, and 2 things of goons. So that's already out there, and then everybody can order their own stuff from there.
I really like some crab galoombas.
Hello, ma'am. I'd like your freshest crab galoombas.
God, it just it's my brain is like, is this from The Sopranos? Or am I just glitching?
You might be glitching, but you're actually starting to, like, matrix out on us. Yeah, it's not normal.
What?
What? It is May the 4th.
Cut out.
It was nice seeing you guys.
That was actually pretty good. We're talking in the back about, because we have a lot of Disney employees talking about being stormtroopers at one point, and Scott's just like, "Your friend was a stormtrooper? Did you keep it?" I'm like, "Yo, they wouldn't let us keep it."
The 501st people? Aren't those people like their own like private uniforms?
Maybe some of them, but like if you're like just a regular Disney employee,
Oh, those
yeah,
guys.
they're
Never
not
mind. I'm
gonna
sorry.
keep them. Yeah.
The 501st Legion was like a group of just cosplayers who would just show up for like stormtrooper stuff.
Yeah.
Some of them were actually used in the final episode of the first season of Mandalorian.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, they were like, we don't have enough actors for stormtroopers. We don't have enough stuff on set. We don't have the budget for it. And they're like, we need stormtroopers. So they reached out to the 501st, which was an actual legion of stormtroopers in Star Wars. They kind of just have kept that moniker for like, you know, voluntary purposes and stuff. And they're like, yeah, we'll show up. We'll show up and do that for you. So half of those dudes were just volunteers in the final episode.
You guys remember Grogu?
Yeah. That show has put so many holes in like the logic of like what they've said is true. It's just like,
I liked you, Grogu. Don't show up to school tomorrow.
yeah. Anakin just to Grogu. You're cool. You're cool.
I just
Everyone
love
else
how
though.
everybody just forgot that Jedis existed. Those aren't real. They ran your government 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Your hokey ancient religion. I'm like, 20 years ago? Also, it's not hokey if I can actively like force choke you.
Away. Witchcraft.
Also, like, Emperor Palpatine was like mad powerful according to the the books and the lore and everything, but just because the movies they couldn't do any of the cool guy shit that he was able to do. He just came off as just
well,
some
they got
old
rid
bitch.
of all of that. Like they retconned all of that, like extended universe in the comics and shit.
Yeah, which
So,
is
like-
also annoying. But they kind of then also brought it all back with their own version in the movie.
Like this is our Ben Solo. It's like, oh, he was so cool. He's so much cooler. He's
Yeah.
just an edgy little edgelord. Look
Nice,
at
they
him.
make sure the Old Republic stays canon.
His life is set.
Emperor Palpatine could fucking teleport Imperial cruisers across the galaxy with his mind.
Yeah.
Like, he could send...
faster than warp, man.
Yeah, he could send fucking Sith, like, what were they, like, fucking, like, essentially, like, space gravity trimmers and just destroy things. And then it's just like, yeah, we're gonna ignore all of that. He
Like
just,
small moon and shit like that.
he's just like, yeah, I made an army for you.
Mhm.
Oh, cool. But because every movie needs a Death Star, this army has laser beams that are their own Death Star, and it's just like... Star Wars is not about the Death Star,
Mhm.
and that was probably what... orange chicken,
Mhm.
egg roll,
Me.
Thai basil fried rice,
Me.
sesame chicken,
Yeah.
2 gyozas fried, 1 sauteed vegetables, that's me. White rice by itself?
Yeah, I did, because they always fuck up and don't give us rice.
Okay. 2 yum yum sauce, 1 sesame chicken fried rice, that's me. 1 Lion King?
Yeah.
Okay.
One
Two-
sushi.
2 crab rangoon, 1 orange chicken fried rice,
Me.
1 edamame boiled soybean with salt. Got it.
What a fucking order.
Yeah.
I just gotta ask Josh. How did you get Gloomba out of Goons? There's so many
I
more
read-
vowels.
I know, but like,
It's just like, and they're in between.
This
yeah,
is
but
what
like,
what?
a goon is like a very Italian phrase to me.
This is a lifetime of survival you're looking at.
It's equivalent to WAP.
His
Yeah, we
mind
can
is
see
completely intact.
The native Josh in his natural habitat. Gloomba.
Oh my god, I just got him addicted to caffeine.
We got apparently 45 minutes before delivery.
Oh yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
Latest arrival 11:10. So, you're wrapping up your supper unless there was anything you specifically wished to RP during that. Any more awkwardness with whether or not this guy's fucking your ex?
You rolled 2 nat 1s in a row. It's gonna be really tough to.
Charge
A
him.
third one? I mean, now maybe you can roll this nat one in a place where he can reset it.
I kind of like the nat ones, I'll be honest.
I love how they played out.
You're gonna end up fucking like killing this man.
The blood crystal is like, don't let him insult you. Not like this.
No, don't be like this, blood crystals. Not again.
He also rolled
He's
out.
making a mockery of you, quarterback.
Kill him. His
He's
blood
very
will-
powerful. Feed me his blood.
Yes,
Clearly, he
master.
can wield a spear and a sword at the same time.
He's better than you. Give him to me.
You all make your way eventually to your bed chambers, unless there's anything else we need to do for the evening.
Nope.
We do a bed. What's that?
I was gonna call on the merchant we have. We have a god item that's a bell that opens a pocket dimension with a merchant inside of it, and he sells a bunch of items, but he always sells an item that will be specifically useful in our future endeavors, the immediate future. We just don't know what it would be good for sometimes.
We get there. Nope, the cooldown's not down. Fuck you. Probably. Maybe. We did get a clickety clacky danger finder last time.
Which was very helpful.
Click the clacky what finder?
Danger finder.
Oh.
Yeah. Only useful finding one danger.
I.e. a Geiger counter. They were going to hunt down a nuke, and they ended up getting a Geiger counter for their own safety.
Yeah.
God, what was his name? He gave you a name.
Grobel.
Grobel, thank you. Thank you, Josh, for being the only person that realizes that I'm bad at remembering names, so that when I say a name,
I am also bad at remembering.
people should write them down.
Oh, it's there. I have it written.
Thank you.
Bits and bobbles.
Grobel's bits and bobbles, absolutely. Thank you. Okay. So you ring the bell. Are you doing this in the group or by
In the
yourself?
Oh, that's a fun little thing. What does that do?
So you ring the bell, and it kind of momentarily freezes time.
In character.
You ring the bell, and it momentarily freezes time for everyone else, but we're kind of transported to another plane of existence, kind of like when we meet with Rel.
Oh. So that's an incredible item.
Would you like to ring it?
Sure. Let's go ahead and give this baby a whirl.
It is, ding ding, not ding ding.
Oh.
I'm just kidding, it
Backed up.
doesn't hurt.
Uninitiated!
It's just a set of
I used metal! I used metal!
Not allowed! It was not given to you! Instantly, all of you are sort of... And you're in a small, quaint, candle-lit, no outside light, but general store, for lack of a better word. There is, once again, what are those things that the people...
Cloister.
Yeah. No, not...
Cloister. What is it?
It's not a cloister, but it's close. It's one of those things that... Don't say cloaca
Cloche.
again. Cloche, thank you.
Yeah.
You put it over the thing, and then it's just like, ta-da! There it is. There's always one of those set up. You don't know what you need until you open it, and the price isn't shown until it is. But other than that, this is a general store. Health potions, minor things here and there. Do you need rope? Do you need this? Press the button and you can get it at a moment's notice. It's a general store on the go. This is just one of is the main feature. To some, the general store might be the main feature, but this at the moment is one of the things that has kind of pulled everybody's attention.
Could be anything, Basco. Could even be another bell that brings you to a general store.
Could it be a boat?
Could it be a boat?
Well, it could possibly be a boat. Goat?
Boat.
Boat. You're on a boat. Do you need another boat?
No, I don't think we need another
It
boat.
could be a boat.
Would you like to see what it is?
If we open it, do we have to pay for it?
So those are the rules. Once it's opened, it's been revealed. You can't reveal something new until the next day.
Okay.
But if you buy it, it will take some time before we are adequately charged enough to predict what you need. So some things you might need. Their last purchase took them over a week, but wouldn't you know it, today is day 8.
Huh?
And of course, if it's not something we see useful today, we can always try again tomorrow.
Open it. Open it. Open it.
Council
Would you like to do the honors, Corvette?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Go for it, buddy.
I
Are
go
you sure you're ready to do this, Corvac?
100%. Don't put doubt in my
I
mind.
whispered to Craig, go, look at him go.
I didn't get the report on this guy.
Oh,
Is this new?
this is
Oh,
new.
okay.
I haven't.
Quiet.
Quick.
You lift him up, and underneath are 4 glasses and a rather nice, expensive bottle of brandy.
I want that brandy, guys.
All yours for a fair price of 15 gold pieces.
Huh?
5.
That's not the deal, friend. I'm sorry, but you.
We haggled last time. We'll
15
haggle
gold
this time.
pieces
And
for
it didn't change the final price of this.
What kind of brandy is that, sir?
Nothing you've ever had before.
I whispered, stop. I think I'm sold on the brandy, dude.
I think I am too.
You gonna buy the brandy?
What do you
As it
think?
is not a major high-ticket item, we should be back in a day or 2.
I don't see any downsides in this, guys. We're taking the brandy, yeah?
Hell yeah.
It's poison.
No.
No?
Just-
Why would we pay for poison, Mac? That doesn't make sense.
Also, if I like to sell it, it would be poisoned brandy, would it not?
See, the title would change.
If he sold poison to us knowing that we would ingest it, he would also lose customers, it sounds like.
You are my only customers, and to be fair, my only reason to be.
Oh.
What do you do with our money?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Weather
I
boy.
would like to know. What?
My friend, I am the merchant that deals with the gods. I sometimes have things that I need money for that they need money for.
Gods sometimes need money?
They don't, but those that follow them do, whether they see it or not.
So all in agreement, 15 gold?
15 gold.
Hand over the 15 gold.
And then as soon as you hand over the 15 gold, you all are immediately... And you're sitting exactly where you were at the dinner table with a nice glass of brandy sitting in the middle of you, and you're each all holding a singular glass.
Like they're in our hands.
Oh, I think he
Alright.
needs to use it now.
Yeah, I think so too.
I believe this is some sort of metaphor. Why am I British?
This Crayola pepper glass. No? Oh.
Open
Oh,
your
it's-
mouth.
I can pour you some.
My lord, I can get a glass if that's what you require.
That's a good idea.
Okay. I think, before I go, I think he just meant the only thing in your direct future is just all of you have a drink.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
what I'm getting.
That's what I'm picking up.
See,
Well,
I-
when you said we have to drink it now, I was worried that we thought it might be...
No. The thing is, when he first gave it to me, there are four monks we may speak to in the future, but then that would leave the world turtle out of the bit, so...
I don't think the Walter.
Hey, buddy! Do you guys remember that the world turtle is like
Massive, yeah.
He's doing this like it's just a normal turtle.
No. So, yeah, exactly.
Okay, I just.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm just saying. No. I understand you all get it. I'm just thanking for the invite.
Yeah.
And he goes and grabs himself a glass from another table and sits down. Starts pouring everybody else a glass before he pours himself one last.
Is there a label on the brandy?
It's not like
It
the
just
Uber
says
ride?
brandy. It's got a nice font. It's pretty, but it's the most simple thing you've ever seen. It just says brandy.
Somebody's soul.
I take
It's
it.
Brandy, a girl I used to know.
Here's to an adventure well to be had.
Here's,
That's what was the sentence.
here's to a safe trip.
Yeah. To say trip.
To safe trip.
I
To
thought we
friends.
were all gonna do one.
Oh, yeah, so sure. How about you?
To finding the answers.
Mm.
To having a great conquest at the end of all this.
Mm.
To the friends we will make along the way.
And everybody starts drinking. You guys reminisce. You guys go over the things you've learned. You explain details about them that you've gathered. Tell them what you've gone over. Is there anything you'd like to discuss before we call it an evening?
I think that's it.
Since we're coming to the end of our day,
Suddenly, a goblet appears in front of you.
I've missed you, buddy.
Mac, you didn't have to do this. Thank you so much. This will help the city so much.
I know how much it means to you.
Every gold is just. I've dedicated a lot of the funds to helping reorganize the city, get us reestablished in all the chaos, and this just means a lot, man. Thank you.
What, like how?
Well, we got the Diedrich Deca for the displaced. That's about name pending. Theron really doesn't like the name, but I'm just like, hey, alliteration. Am I right? So he doesn't like the displaced being in the name.
The people of lisps in your city won't live there.
No elf or druid has lisps.
I don't think that's true.
Wow.
Don't worry about it.
Impossible to know. Impossible to know.
I'm sorry, do you have a lisp, sir? Heal!
We genocided 5 years ago.
Greater restoration.
That Star Trek episode where Picard's like, I have a headache, and everybody's like, what? There hasn't been a headache in years!
Yeah.
It's like everybody's just in perfect health.
I gotta put that in my inventory.
What's that?
The goblet.
That is important. Your next campaign that you're doing with your friends. I'm sorry, guys. He's got a goblet worth 25,000 gold.
You think for a second he wouldn't already have that? You think for a second, man.
I don't just have it.
We're gonna just explore in a nuclear wasteland, in another campaign, and we're just gonna find it.
Bro, you think for a second I would have introduced the party to the Tabasco being the fucking Leviathan, bro? Having the
I have a
Hey, that
tentacle for each
tickles.
goblet.
Would you like to see my sex dungeon? I was in love with
Yes,
the
my lord.
Anything else before we call it for the evening, gentlemen? Alright, so, well, we're not done.
Oh, they used to call it.
Sorry, for the long rest.
Oh,
For
Man's
this
hungry.
evening.
Mhm.
Well, it's not gonna get here till 10:45.
There's a moment as Basco and Krathal Krathal is going to our quarters, where I look back. I make eye contact with Korvac. And I go to bed. Well, actually, I want to roll insight on Korvac.
But Krathel closes the door.
Staring. I want to roll insight on Korvac.
What am I gonna roll? Persuasion?
I don't know. I got bro, it's like the fourth 2, so I don't fucking know. I got a 13.
I got that 20, so you don't know shit.
I don't know shit. Yeah, I go to bed. I gotta fucking sleep. Yeah, Krathal, can you get the door for me?
Cuddle.
You take your time, and he sort of, as you are under. He kind of guards you, and then vice versa, much like what was the case for your brother. But it only makes sense. Everybody else takes 8 hours. You only take 4. 1 on, 1 off. But it is you, Stop,
It's me.
that this time you bed down. And you think you're awake, but you are next to your wife, holding her. And you're like, oh, I'm still here. And it's nice. And for a moment, you're just like, okay, this is good. I don't have to be overwhelmed. Then you realize the bed's just a little wet, but still warm. And then you kind of look over, and you see that Zagugaboo has the bullet wound in her head again. And the blood is seeping throughout the bed, and that is why it is wet. You stand up, freak out, covered in your wife's blood, run back outside, and now she's no longer in your bed. She's back where she was the first day you saw her shot in the head, her son in her arms, your boy. But it's hot. It's burning. Everything around you is fire. And you just hear in the back of your head, everything they said were lies. You cannot be protected. No one can. Those around you lie. Trench lies. The Evertree lies. I'll finish you. And then I will do the same to your family. And then you immediately wake up. You do not gain the benefits of a long rest, though everyone else does. But before you wake up, there's a moment where you can just swear you see some sort of large quadrupedal beast. Gaunt, with long limbs, scutter off in the forest. And you sort of like jerk to look towards it, and that's what sort of wakes you up in your bed. You do not have a benefit of a long rest, but we are on day 2 of our journey towards Keith.
Imagine we're gathered around for breakfast.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, everybody comes out, has their morning rations.
Oh, looks so good, Stop.
Everything okay, buddy?
No, I had a bad dream last night.
What exactly happened?
I was back where I call home, and I was laying next to my wife when I realized that she had been shot again. So I ran outside, and she was dead there again. And a voice came to me and said that everybody lies. The Evertree lies. Crunch lies. What else did it say?
That pretty much everything, like the idea of safety was
Oh,
a
yeah.
lie, and that as soon as he was done killing you, he was going to go kill your family.
There's no sense of safety. The Evertree can't protect me. And that once he kills me, he's gonna kill my family. I don't know what it was, but it was a large beast that I saw run, and I woke up.
You saw a large beast in your dream.
Yeah.
First off, Stop, I'm sorry you had to see that image again. I imagine it must have been tough.
It was.
Oh looks like whoever it is targeted you this time, and you saw a different creature. Maybe, I point to the man. Maybe your opinion was right, that whoever this is more so targeting fears of ours. Something we're more terrified of happening than anything else.
I don't think he wants you all to have a moment of peace.
Yeah.
I mean, I slept like a rock last night, thankfully.
It was good that you were able to get your strength back again. I know last night was rather moving for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, he'll attack someone else tonight and give you a chance for a rest.
Yeah. One can only hope. I mean, I guess I hope that he doesn't attack anybody. Yeah, I really.
Is there
One more day like that, I imagine you'll be on exhaustion.
is there any ward we can place? I am tapping into the blood chrysalis. Is there any ward we can place? Is there anything?
There's only one spell that I can think of that would be of really any help to you, but I don't think any of your friends have it.
Yeah.
Sorry, give me one.
Could always try sleeping in the morning instead.
Yeah, why don't you try taking a nap right now?
No, that's not my.
Shouldn't be
Because he has to
lay
kind
down
of,
on
he
the
kind of
table.
has to.
I mean,
Snipe.
you get Basco out, he clears out some plates. He puts down a knapsack. He's like, "Great, give me a bag. Give me a bag got soft for his head."
There's only one spell. Mind blank.
I say that out loud. If that means anything to you.
Alright, can I roll Arcana?
Go ahead.
And I'm rolling mad 19s and 2s.
It's a natural one. Natural 20.
Plus my Arcana is 4, so 23.
So essentially, mind blank, until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is immune to psychic damage, any effect that would sense its emotions or read its thoughts, divination spells, and the charmed condition. The spell even foils wish spells and spells or effects of similar power used to affect the target's mind or to gain information about the target. You get the thought that that might be a spell that absolutely would be in Mardeketh's spell book.
I pull out Mardeketh's spellbook and I start flipping through it. Hold on, I think
It's not a cookbook. You can't just flip to M and find it. The whole point of it when I gave it to you was that you had to spend hours decoding it. And you've dedicated 0 hours to looking through it.
I briefly glanced at it.
Mac.
0.1 hour.
Oh, he took it to a pub once and was immediately distracted.
I was gonna read it with a nice coffee, but then Darian showed up.
I mean, through wish, I could cast it once on one of us.
Do you know how? Wait.
How many more days do we have till we get to Keith?
Said 2 days, so we're on day number 1.
Yeah, and we would be rolling a gambit between you and Korvac. There'd be a 50-50 chance, a 50% chance that you just...
What if he then just targets Stealth again?
Exactly. I mean, Stout's napping right now. He's asleep on the table. Isn't that right, buddy?
Yeah.
Good target.
Cuddling a bag of good
You
berries.
attempt another rest.
Should
Your sleep schedule will be so fucked.
Well, that's the thing.
You'll be on Basco standard
he's
time.
already pretty tired.
He would
Yeah.
have to snipe us with the spell in the first place while we're sleeping, and if you get it again now, he's watching us, whoever it is.
I? Yeah.
Yeah, give it a shot just to see if he's...
Yeah. I'll attempt another rest.
you go back to your quarters and bed down. And in the course of 8 hours, we will see you how you are doing. But you get a long rest. What does everybody else do in the meantime?
So
I
you-
try to convince Korvac and Krayla to spar.
Ah. Yeah, I don't see a problem with this.
I mean,
Shirts off.
just a train.
Dude, this
Is that all, my lord? Is this to train?
Keep you sharp.
What?
You can splash water on them, Basco.
No, that's.
My
I mean,
only
we're
con-
not even close to water. I could create water, but that's.
My only
dumb.
concern is this, my lord. We are currently in a point where we are under attack. And to allow myself to be brought down to any percentage below 100, and the knowledge that I'm supposed to be protecting you under this attack, I would just feel awful.
That's why you're the man. I'm sorry, Korvac. You'll have to wait for another time.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm sorry.
Can I roll insight on that?
Would you like a sploof?
Split.
As he likes
It's a split.
spliff,
I rolled
as he would like.
I wasted a nat 20 on that insight roll against Korvac.
Well,
Wasted? I think you finally understand what's going on here.
Well, Korvac was excited about it, but unfortunately it didn't happen, so it's like, well, shit.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 7.
Oh yeah, he definitely thinks you're banging this guy, and he's insanely jealous.
Oh, Basco blushes. He's like, I'm gonna go eat some food. They got food, right? I got my brisket sandwich.
We just had breakfast, my lord.
More food.
Is everything,
You can stay here.
Me?
Yeah,
Quiet, my lord.
is
Thank
everything
you.
alright?
If anyone on
Basco?
the ship says anything, let me know.
will do. Will do.
So you want him to stay with Korvac?
Basco turns into a bird.
Ah! Like, no, you'll miss the ship! Don't leave the ship, are you crazy?
I'm flying alongside the ship.
God, I gotta travel so fucking fast.
Top speed for 10 fucking hours, because that's how long I can do it for.
Dude.
What's your fastest?
Let me see. Let me pull. I haven't pulled up the stats for John. You're going so long.
This man just like ran outside his house and started a quick jog.
That's exactly. That's what I'm going for, man.
Stoff wakes up briefly, just sees a giant eagle.
I'm at it again.
So giant eagle's flight speed
Is there-
80 flying.
So with the dash effect,
It's
160.
160.
Yeah, that would be fine. So what, did we do anything else with our time besides Madly? Or do we move on to day 3?
I think we move on to day 3.
Okay. You awake this night. You know, you get a little bit of sleep here and there, but it's not great. It's not going to be a problem though, because you overslept ultimately through the end of the day. But you spend a little time with the night guard, looking at the night sky. Starting to get a little chilly, but not. No, wait, no, you're not heading. No, yeah, it's not. It's not that cold. However, what's up?
I'll be able to cast Mind Blank on myself,
Why?
because we're going to bed.
How have you learned Mind Blank?
I'm using Wish.
Okay. Did you say that?
When I first said it, I said I could use Wish to cast it.
I didn't track that at all. My apologies.
Yes, I'm burning Wish to cast it on myself.
So no goblet for you tonight.
No, that's fine, man. Basco's still a
For
bird.
every night you look after yourself.
Basco's literally
Countless
still a bird.
homeless people.
He waited 10 hours, landed on the ship, then turned into a bird again.
So there's basically a point where you're like at night where this giant eagle's just like, ah!
I turned to.
What's up, man?
Just 3 deep breaths and I continue.
As I'm going to bed, I'm like, Basco, go to bed! Stop being weird!
Everybody gets a long
You're a
rest,
bird, never.
with the exception of Korvac.
Nice.
Korvac. You wake up in the mountains of the Fingers. You're in your hut, and you walk out, expecting to see your tribe. There's nay tribe, nor even huts. ruins, maybe here and there, but there's nothing. No tribes here. Just you in a hut. You turn back around, and your mother's there, but not as you know her. It's the corpse you left behind, buried in the fingers years ago, laying there, dead, poisoned by you. Sickened by it, you turn around and walk out. Then every single member of your village is back again, but they're all dead. Bloated. Foam coming out of their mouth. Eyes. Just bloodshot.
How long before you killed them, as you killed your own mother? I want you to stay with the group. It's only time before you cause their death as well.
And then you feel the heat of fire behind you as your hut goes up. And then when you turn to look at it, there's a hulking figure behind you. But as soon as you see that and turn to look at it, you're waking up in bed. Under no effect of a long rest.
Kind of. Must be
Can I roll perception to see if I hear Korvac waking up?
Go ahead.
And if Joel,
As a bird?
it's been 24. It's been
Okay,
20
so
hours.
you're in bed now?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 28
Stealth check.
stealth check.
While you're asleep.
Nobody needs to hear this.
22.
With the 28, I will say this. Something happened. Something lurched up. It was enough to gain your attention. But you didn't immediately go like, Korvac's in danger!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. I don't do nothing then. I poke my head out in the hallway. Okay. Close the door.
Console. Basco doesn't know.
Can't cheat like that, man.
Yeah.
Go and love him again.
Basco doesn't know.
It's breakfast. Everyone comes out. Pat comes. We should be hitting our destination relatively soon. Korvac, you look like shit.
Did it happen to you?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about what you saw?
Guys could probably guess. Mother dead again. Village slaughtered and bloated. I didn't get to see the figure, but there was something behind me. And of course, I did feel a heat as well.
A heat.
It seems to be something
You're
that
going
happens
clean.
every time.
He also seems to. He told me that he's glad that I'm with you guys, and that eventually I will kill my whole tribe.
I don't think that's true. I don't think we gotta trust anything that this guy's saying.
I mean, you did. you immediately came to us the second he told us to.
I would have done that eventually anyways.
That's true.
You got this message like 3 weeks ago.
I was, yeah.
You've been giving Beelzebuzzes.
Have I been getting Beelzebuzzes?
Yes.
Did I get a Beelzebuzz this morning?
God damn
In the last 30 more. Don't worry about it, man.
it. It may be a blessing or a curse that you bring this to Keith.
We could be fucking up real bad or doing the right thing, which is, par for the course. Yeah? Yeah.
We
Is that another now one?
Yeah.
This is-
I'm just rolling
It's not
for like,
just-
oh, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be bad.
We have a few hours if you need to take another break.
Yeah, I can feel that.
You look like you could use some sleep.
Do you take a rest before we get to our destination?
Yeah.
I do take out the bell.
Do we want to try again see what the item is this time? Now that we're closer,
He said it was a day or two, no?
And it's been a day or two.
It's been a day.
You didn't visit him yesterday. It's day 2.
Oh, okay. Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Before we do that,
You mother. You gotta do it again.
you go to rest, and you wake up, and it's Bismuth, burning. Harrian sitting at a throne, engulfed in flame. In some sort of grotesque turn fashion, it's tough to even tell what you're looking at is human anymore. You know it's Harrian. All of his guard lay dead around him. You look out the castle and just see the city burning. And then you turn around to look again, and you're on a boat that's supposed to be in the air, but crashed. Everyone dead around you. And then he kind of leans towards you as you turn. You just see for a brief second just 2 dark, all-encompassing eyes looking back at you before you wake up. But in the back of your brain you just hear, I'm with you. This is no spell. And you're going to take
I'm wearing a pair of pocket dimension.
Dun 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 dun. You have any of the Dragon Fairy copy?
take 75 psychic damage when you wake up.
Fuck.
That your health or gen has no effect on, because it's psychic.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I need to write down my health then.
You sort of just like, then you kind of walk out, and Pat sort of just walks by your quarters. Hey, you look even worse.
Good old Pat.
Yeah, it's almost like I didn't get a good night's rest.
I love the idea that you're just snapping, you just fucking kill what's his face, and then you stop being attacked. He was the bad guy this entire time.
You're directed towards the rest of the group, who is harbored on top of the ship. But the gang, Korvac, the gang, you're back together again. Just a couple minutes away from your destination.
Oh my god, Korvac, you look even worse.
Jesus Christ, Korvac, as soon as I imagine he looks like physically damaged.
Oh yeah, he looks fucked
like
up.
he is really in pain.
Pale,
As soon as I
sunken
see
eyes.
him like that, I immediately like touch his shoulder, and then I cast heal.
Granted, I wrote that down in my notebook. But now I know psychic damage.
Well,
is
I mean,
not
I don't
incredible.
heal you for 75. I only heal you for 70. But
Who's Jesus Christ?
Light of Palor, Korvac.
Come on, guys, give me your best Paylord.
Our Father who art thou Palor.
But no, yeah.
I had points of exhaustion in that, right then? Or no?
It's only one day.
It's only been one day.
It's only been one day, so never mind. Okay.
What happened? What did?
I saw Bismuth in shambles. This boat crashed. When I last turned, I saw 2 all-encompassing eyes. And then as I woke, I heard in the back of my head, "This is no spell, and that he is with us." Or he specifically said, "I am with you."
Does anybody have access to detect good and evil?
I do.
Do you want to cast it? See if there's a harmful entity nearby.
Okay.
That's not Keith.
It's Keith.
He stopped. You got like a couple of those berries.
I do.
You just need 2 to pop up real quick. Be at full HP.
I need like 5, but yes.
I reach over and put 5 good berries in your mouth.
Like I go to reach for them and
I
you just
slap
put
you.
it.
Half my hand is in your mouth.
Thomas, it's really coming pretty close. What do you got? Do you have it or
I'm
not?
sorry. I have protection for good and evil. My bad.
Protection from good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about the display. He likes to feed directly to the mouth.
That's not a problem at all.
Unhygienic a little.
A little bit. I mean, how are those bugs doing stuff?
Good.
You get used to it after a while.
I love it.
Should anyone take a look at him then? If we don't have protection versus good and evil, is there any other spell that we can use? If it says it's with him.
Oh.
Anybody particularly good at seeing if he's possessed?
I can use commune with nature.
Detect magic, maybe.
Yeah, I can use my detect
Medicine
magic ring.
check on the body?
Oh.
I medicine check the body.
Oh my god, I'm getting medicine checked by Basco.
I get very handsy with it.
A
Like
very thorough physical.
like I'm
yeah.
talking when we get to the groin, hug. It's detailed.
I love that we got 2 different ways for guidance to occur, and it just never occurs when.
That's a 9, so
Press
dirty
your
20
bloody stick.
on medicine.
And then they've got the wooden stick
So, yeah.
that you
Mar-
allow you guys to
Mars.
use it once per day.
The murder stick, yeah.
Yep. So you start kind of just giving him a once over, and then you look into his eyes, kind of like one eye, and it's just like left eye's good, right eye's good, left eye's good, and something's off. You don't know what, and then you notice the right eye's just not quite reflecting the same way as the left eye is, and when you look back at the right eye, it's your face again. But your mouth is just dislodged and elongated, kind of reaching out towards you, and you're just and then you look back and it's normal
In the right eye.
and fine.
Can I use my detect magic ring to see if I notice anything coming off of that right eye?
Go ahead.
Alright, let me mark that down. Do I see any school of magic?
So you cast detect magic, and there is something. Well, because it was your left eye that was
Left eye is bionic.
yeah. So your right eye is the one. The left eye is buzzing already because that's a mechanical wombo jumbo. But the right eye, the one that you can see the reflection off of the human eye. Yes, go ahead. Is yeah, it's in there. Something is going on. The monster is inside his eye.
I wish to cast a 6th level Dispel Magic.
On my eye?
Yes, on your eye. I'm gonna reach
Will
up
this
and
hurt?
I'm gonna reach up and touch your eye once again, but this time the other one.
Poking it. Dispel.
So you go to reach towards his eye, and you cast Dispel, and you do, and it does. But for a brief moment, you're kind of both just standing on a boat together, you and Gorvak. Nothing else. No one else. It's almost like everything is stopped and is quiet. Is that everything? And then Mac shows up, Stoff shows up, Kraylef shows up, and then you realize that you're in the dream state together. And then a large lumbering creature raises itself from one side of the ship. And that's where we're going to end it for this week. Basically, you're going to fight this giant monster dream demon. If you want to just let me know what your first few moves would be, and I'll make that happen for you when we do it. Because
Absolutely.
we're all hungry, and I think as much as we want to do this fight,
Food.
Exactly.
Ooh.
You come back like a month from now, we're still fighting.
Yeah, we died to the monster.
So what does it look like on the outside, though? Like, what does it
Like,
look
what's its actual appearance?
Or, like, us to them. You said because they're in the dream state together, right?
And then you were all pulled into the dream
Oh,
state.
we're all pulled in. Okay.
It. From what you can see, you saw like kind of like two high-angled arm appendages, and then a sort of elongated, oval-like head sort of protrude with very long, very dull, dead eyes. But this looks nothing like what you saw, like what you saw, like what you saw. It takes whatever fucking form it wants. It has no true
It's
form.
Scarecrow.
Worse.
It's worse than Scarecrow.
Baths.
Well, we had one quick romantic little aside, and then
I loved-
danger.
I fucking loved the Corvette complete rolled 2 nat 1s on insight, and it took a bullshit nat 20 for Vasco to realize what was going on.
Yeah.
Like, damn it, I could have had 2 Knights of Goliath. Maybe.
Maybe.
If he's up for
This
it.
guy's just
I didn't
assuming
ask.
things.
I didn't ask.
Yeah.
Well, it's been fun, but anything else we want to do before we call it?
No, sir.
Until next time. You're a little closer to the sun, yes, sir.
Be like, wait, Matt,
Bye.